Hello everyone and welcome to Game 3 in a series between Empire's Happy versus Grubby here on Dual Site. Grubby spawning as the green Protoss player, Empire Happy spawning as the yellow Terran. Terran versus Protoss here. Both players APMs, they are not currently spamming, hovering around 100 actions per minute, as we now get into the game to figure out what these players are going to try to do and what they will be able to execute, and really what style these players will be playing. Grubby in game 1 took a very strong macro advantage with a 15 hatch on Daybreak, a map where you do not normally do a 15 hatch, and was able to defend it and carry it over into the mid game. This time around though, and in game 2 on Shakura's Plateau, Happy able to execute a lot of drops in multiple locations, able to really cause a lot of harassment damage, and then finally go in for the coup de grace, put him out of his misery, put him out of his misery, and with a nice attack on the front door. Now this is dual, I believe, not dual site, it's dual site? Oh my gosh, I'm getting dual site and test bug confused. Dual site, and there is only 2 spawning locations here. It looks like Grubby will be opening up with a much more standard gateway first this time around, as we are now going to see the standard barracks refinery build come in from Happy. A little bit of lag coming in from the players, or at least one of the observers, but then again, from the power of replays, we are outside of time and the game can just continue on. SCV now sliding its way up north. Grubby now pushing his way back down. Both players will be able to scout out. Grubby does have his assimilator up, but only mining with 2 probes right now. I don't know if that is on purpose or on accident. Perhaps he wants the additional minerals, or no, finally moving over a 3rd harvester as well. Meanwhile, a Marine will be able to greet this one probe. The probe will be forced to pull out, and it looks like Happy gonna build up another supply depot down over here, and that supply depot may be a little bit premature, as he's going to perhaps get into a very, very high food count with no real reason to be in that location. He's only has one production building with 1 orbital command at 22/26. And now finally going to be at like 22/34. Sorry, 18/27. Oh my gosh, I'm getting these confused. So yeah, 18/27. Never mind, he did it right. But you can see that Happy is currently behind by 6 food. Taking a look at the harvester count, 16 versus 20, and now an interesting play by Grubby. Grubby setting up a proxy pylon over here, and this may be for perhaps some Void Ray tactics. You can see a factory is being built, Marines are still being added, but there may not be enough Marines in order to push back any sort of Void Ray harassment. And normally you can pretty much punish a Terran player. No, doing a 4-gate. Okay, so Grubby doing a hidden 4-gate. Here you can see the chrono boost is all saved up. He's going to be able to chrono boost his cybernetics core another 1 time, perhaps 2, based upon the energy on this nexus, and that is going to be huge. If Grubby is able to execute off a 4-gate, perhaps around the 6-minute mark, it looks as though there's going to be about another 20 seconds or so. The cybernetics core still has a lot of time for that warp gate tech to complete. Taking a look at it right now, what, another 30 seconds or so, but it is going to be chrono boosted, so 1 more chrono boost will finish it off in 20 seconds, as these gateways could be turning into warp gates already if another chrono boost did go down. It looks like Grubby not going to waste the last bit of energy there. Nope, there he goes. Finally does it. He could have done it much, much earlier and perhaps gotten these gateways into warp gates much faster, as Grubby now going to be knocking on the front door. Happy taking a look inside the base, doesn't see much, but he knows that something is up. He now building a factory and going to land it on the front door, preventing many of those stalkers from being able to do very much at all. And the stalkers are now pushing at this one factory, knowing that it is going to be absorbing a lot of damage. SCVs are on auto repair, no marauders, so that's going to be a very, very bad sign, as the zealots are now trying to push their way up. Stalkers are going to go after those units over there. A zealot has been destroyed, as Happy able to fend off the attack so far, and now continuing to get off a lot of damage onto some of those SCVs. This factory may get taken down, but Grubby is going to be having to deal with cloaked banshees in just a moment. A marauder about to be completed. There's a banshee. The marauder is done. SCVs are trying to repair. Is it going to be enough as the banshees are now pushing back? Down goes the factory, and now the banshee almost completed. Cloaking almost completed as the bunker and the marauder and the marines are getting destroyed. It looks like one banshee or this one stalker is going to be forced to push back as a new round of stalkers now pushing in. The banshee is dangerously low. Is it going to get cloak in time? Oh, gosh, no. A half a second too late. And Happy getting a little bit over-eager and really now in trouble as Grubby is going to be able to just win this war by stutter-stepping those stalkers. And there is the GG by Happy. Grubby taking a very quick Game 3 in this series. Stay tuned for Game 4 between Grubby and Happy.